When you think of Wiz Khalifa, you probably picture a guy who simply floated his way to the top of the Billboard charts on a cloud of smoke and natural talent. But the artist-born Cameron Jabril Thomas originated in an environment defined by rigid structure. He was born on a highly regimented Air Force base in Minot, North Dakota. Both of his parents served in the military, creating a childhood defined by constant relocation. Before he reached high school, he had to adapt to entirely new cultures across Germany, the United Kingdom, and Japan. That lifestyle demanded strict logistical discipline, a reality that peaked in 1990, when he was separated from his mother while she deployed for Desert Storm. Navigating that transient environment forced him to develop a highly adaptable and disciplined mind. This constant cycle of international moves and parental separation required a specific type of nomadic self-reliance, priming him for the inherent volatility of a career in the arts. When his family finally settled in Pittsburgh, he began engineering his public identity. His Muslim grandfather gave him the name Khalifa, an Arabic word meaning successor, which he paired with his childhood nickname, Wiz. Securing time in a recording booth required physical hustle. At 15, he struck a deal with a local studio called ID Labs, earning free recording hours by sweeping their floors and answering the phones. He bypassed traditional media gatekeepers entirely in 2009 by launching the Day-to-Day YouTube series. By recording his studio sessions and tour moments, he pioneered the hip-hop vlog, building a direct connection with his audience years before influencer marketing became a standard industry practice. That direct-to-consumer strategy yielded massive returns. When he dropped his independent mixtape, Kush and Orange Juice, the sheer volume of fans rushing to download it completely crashed the hosting site DatPiff and dominated global search trends. For his mainstream breakthrough, he calculated a hyper-local strategy that could scale globally. By writing an anthem perfectly matching the black and yellow colors of Pittsburgh sports teams, he fully integrated his brand with a built-in, die-hard fan base. His eventual #1 spot on the Billboard Hot 100 was the direct result of targeted digital marketing combined with relentless grassroots hustle. Outside the studio, he maintains a punishing daily regimen. Subverting his smoke and chill image, he trains rigorously in both Muay Thai and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. He parlayed that physical practice into a boardroom role, becoming a high-level investor and advisor for the Professional Fighters League to actively shape the organization's content and apparel. This drive to challenge his own parameters extends to an eclectic acting resume. He stepped completely outside the typical rapper-turned-actor pipeline to play the literal embodiment of death on the period comedy series Dickinson. He even abandoned his cool guy persona entirely to compete secretly inside a massive, cartoonish chameleon costume on The Masked Singer. Taking hits on the mat and taking creative risks on television require a specific kind of vulnerability. Both choices demonstrate a calculated effort to expand his brand far beyond the recording booth. He has methodically monetized his personal habits, starting with the most obvious, cannabis. Khalifa Kush operates as a global enterprise built on proprietary genetics, distributing across multiple U.S. markets and maintaining medical partnerships in Europe. This flowchart illustrates the mechanics behind his pivot into digital tech. Wiz Khalifa's weed farm is a mobile idle clicker game designed to generate continuous, high-margin revenue through in-app purchases and recurring monthly subscriptions. He also leveraged his stoner persona into the food tech industry by launching Hotbox by Wiz. This delivery-only ghost kitchen chain utilizes underused restaurant spaces, specifically to capture the late-night consumer market. Transitioning into fatherhood opened up another demographic entirely. He launched Bash, a capsule clothing line developed with a Los Angeles retailer, featuring designs directly inspired by his young son. He actively constructs his own supply chains in equity states, architecting a highly diversified corporate infrastructure that generates revenue from every facet of his daily life. His musical trajectory peaked with See You Again, an emotional collaboration featuring Charlie Puth, that reached diamond certification and shattered global streaming records. Yet beneath that highly accessible pop success is the ruthless business engine of Taylor Gang Entertainment, the independent record label and management company he co-founded to control his own distribution. He has explicitly defined Taylor Gang as an operational methodology. According to Wiz, the brand identity centers on two specific pillars: getting high and making money, and functions as a strict framework for executing a long-term commercial vision. That laughing, weed-smoking public image acts as a carefully maintained storefront, supported behind the scenes by military-grade discipline and strategic foresight. It turns out, making a life of living young, wild, and free look completely effortless requires hidden hard work, sharp business calculus, and unyielding ambition.
Welcome to Byte Tunes. To know more amazing things, please subscribe this channel.